The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knock it
down. 70, Indy. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
18 Gator. 54. Hey, Haywood. Target. Mike's 54. Now.
From the 24, stick. And this is caught off a deflection. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 5-4. Check. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, here I come.
Hey, Delta. Hey, watch that.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm going to hit you all down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little
for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, watch that.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoff.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they look. They like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check.
2nd and 4. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
No. General West.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
90 Wolf.
54. Ready?
Hey, Wahoo.
54.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got it. 6-6, pull it high. Yo, cheetah. Get it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down, Atlanta. On the double.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Down. 18, Gator. 5. Yep. 44's mine. Check.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows him sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line. Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Rashawn Gary on the tackle. It's a gain of 6, and it's third down. Here we go, set, 30 base. Hey, Steve 6. Now. 44's mine. Check.
Back to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First down, Falcons.
Let's go. 50, plant. Hey, foxtrot.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 44, Mike.
Go.
Let's get it together.
Shoot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
Hey, orbit.
Defense, let's get off the field. Defense. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Yo, go.
44.
Now.
They'll drop to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Hey.
Hey, one set. Check.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Yeah.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go.
Let's put that team on the box. Mike's 5-4. Watch the backer. 54's Mike. 54's
Bravo.
Watch 54. In your face.
Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
44's Mike. Check. It's a party now.
Get it.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam. Check. Crunch. Rush in. He's checking.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You got it.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Smooth.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
5.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
70, Indy.
54. Mike, 54. Check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I got you.
Hey, exit.
You're online, baby. Get this. You're online. Right there.
Ready?
54 Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here comes the boom. I see you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Stick. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
And Owen coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set, ready, 8, read. Go.
44's the mic. 44's the mic.
You ain't going nowhere. Hey, wahoo.
44.
Five.
Second and 13.
He can't hit him. He's not going to get him.
Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
15, Ronnie. 15 miles. You better break. I'm letting you know right now. You better. Look at me. Zipper.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Buzz.
54. Tackle.
Sleep grip.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 1st and 10, Stick. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're running it. Choose the mic. Down to lose one.
Hey, foxtrot.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
At the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey!
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Now.
From the 24, stick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Choose the mic. I know he ain't got it.
On third down, it's Stick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Hey, you.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Hey, Haywood.
54 Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go, let's go.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Hey, check.
Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Time to go. Night. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Joker.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Stick looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Hey, watch it. Mike's 54.
Hey, exit.
54. Watch the screen.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4.
Yeah.
They're going to look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Slam.
Go. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Yep. Let's go,
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Look at me. Zip it back.
They'll set up a throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Kill, kill, kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Not today.
Hey, Alpha.
54.
Hey.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team.
Hey, lock it.
Let's get moving. Convert it. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Hey, wahoo. Deep grip, deep grip.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Atlanta.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Get him.
Now.
Get him. Right there. 54. Right there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Like that.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
54, Mike, 54. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Mike, 54.
Greystone, Travis.
Hey, watch the slant.
Go.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the
Go.
2nd and 5. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Ready?
Now they try the right side here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Hey, dude.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Dude. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Go. Fire.
Stick back to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll run it. This is Michelle, and I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, Michelle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff